I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. So I had a good friend of ours from our past I spoke with last week out of the blue.
Okay.
His name is Doug Harper.
Doug Harper.
Good friend of ours, yes. We used to play hockey together many years ago.
Yes,
and,
definitely.
Last Wednesday night, he came into the rink and just to say hey and stuff. He's gone through some cancer stuff and all that, and hasn't been around the rink as often, but it's always great to catch up with him.
Definitely,
He's just one of those guys. He's like everybody's buddy. He's everybody's friend.
Right.
And just all around great guy. And it was just so nice to catch up with him. He's been listening to the podcast.
Nice.
And he's, he was asking like all kinds of questions. And he's like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen Dave in so long. Tell Dave I said hi.
It's good that he's listening. And yeah.
So, it was funny. He said, I lay down on my couch and I just turned it on my phone and put it right by my ear. And then I was like, oh, we put you to sleep. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
We just put you right to sleep.
I can say there's a lot of people that happens to.
We just do that. I was like, all right, snoozing
perfect.
out.
That should be our tagline too.
So, snoozing out.
Podcasts to sleep by.
Oh yeah, podcast to sleep by.
Yeah, we should put that. Should be one of our when we put this under a category. For theming.
Podcast to sleep to.
Sleeping. Sleep assistance.
We'll put you right out.
Right out.
So anyways, it was great to see Harp last week, and just a little quick shout out to him.
That's perfect.
And,
nice.
Yeah, it's great seeing him. So another thing that happened this week is our podcast hit the 250 download mark.
Which was 250.
I know, which is big because
Yes.
Yeah, those 6 listeners must be like
downloading it multiple times. Well, they need to sleep every night. I mean, come on.
They needed to sleep. Yeah. They've been doing that. So that's good. And we've been hearing more from friends and stuff. And
they've been reaching out.
Great.
So that's perfect.
Yes. And please keep sending us messages and stuff on, Facebook and Instagram.
I have reached out and tried to comment on almost everyone that I've seen.
I saw that.
I am trying to do a little more help with the.
Right. Just being proactive
because you do all the editing and everything. That is definitely a job. So, and I know there's time associated with it. And I have no problem going out and going through the comments or any emails we might have,
right? And just talking to people, saying hi.
Why not? I mean, we might as well reach out. They had the time to add a comment or
exactly. And they've been listening to the show, so I mean, and it's just great
since the very beginning.
I actually think I posted our last episode yesterday, and we've had we do have like random people that I don't know who they are, and they'll like post stuff and. I think the Billy Idol picture got to some people because it was just like, oh, what is this? And then they see it, and then I made the comment. I was like, oh, the Billy Idol masks have sold out, and then somebody did the little wow like emoji. Like,
yes.
Oh wow, they sold out. And
I'm like, sold out exactly.
There was just one, and it's actually Billy Idol's face.
His
so
face, right. He wears it himself. Yes.
Yeah. So it was just funny that somebody randomly who obviously hadn't listened to the show yet, like, my gosh, the Billy Idol masks sold
They're
out.
All out.
Hopefully they're going to back in stock for Halloween.
Well, before they got plenty of time to make more.
So I get weird ads on my Facebook page, and this one came up, and I just had to like bring it up because it was just not ridiculous, but it was just like we joke around our house that how the Amazon Alexa is always listening and all that stuff and spying on us and one night at dinner in front of the kids we made some comments like, wow, we should really get a canoe and go camping to see how long something showed up in our feeds
for
about
all the camping
or canoes or something like that. So this has nothing. It's never been mentioned. It's not an issue in my household, and I just when it came up on my feed I was like, really? Okay. And it was for AI girlfriends.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yes, on Facebook. And it has like the first one that pops up. It's like this picture of this blonde. And she's like, hey, I can be your AI girlfriend. I can be everything you want. And I'm like, no, I'm happy in my marriage. I don't need an AI girlfriend.
Wow.
And, but like, this blonde and she's like, and like in this like little cheerleader out. And I'm like,
Jesus.
no, thank you.
What
like,
are they translating in your from Alexa to get
that's got, Alexa. That apparently AI girlfriend, and you can make her any way you want. You make her blonde, brunette, and, and all this. And I'm just like,
wow.
Okay.
Jeez.
Again, no, I'm perfectly happy with my wife and my marriage, and don't need an AI girlfriend. Did you ever see that movie Her?
Yes.
With Joaquin Phoenix?
I didn't see it, but I do know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, it's where he has an AI girlfriend.
He has his own,
and
right.
he
and
falls in love with her, and she's not real.
Right,
and
right,
the whole and he carries his phone around.
But doesn't
all the
the
time
AI actually get into him too? I mean, it is a two-way thing for that.
I don't remember. It was years ago because it came out
both?
what was it? 2017. It came out, I think,
right,
or 16.
Right.
I watched it when it came out, and I was like, oh, okay, But anyway, so I just thought that was weird that popped up in one of my feeds that get an AI girlfriend from
that's just asking
AI.
For more problems.
Promote it. Okay.
Wait for when you have your ex AI girlfriend trying to get back at you. That's just not.
Oh
good.
yeah,
that's
exactly.
Awful. That's not what you need.
There's also another meme I saw, and it was from Terminator 2 with young John Connor when he's sitting on the motorcycle. He goes, "Didn't I warn you people about AI?" Terminator 2. I was like, yeah, exactly.
Definitely. All of our movies we're now coming back to haunt us. Exactly.
About the AI issues. Hello. Little nervous about that. So,
well, okay. I have a crap load of little stories, and I just want to bang them out real quick.
Okay.
I got two or three of them.
Yeah.
One of them
is your AI girlfriend?
Yeah, that one. Just like that.
You want to bang
so
that
this
out
one
real
is
quick?
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Canada's having a problem, and they are very worried about this one. Their maple syrup reserves are dangerously low.
Their reserves.
The reserves.
Not just the normal supply.
Their maple syrup that they produce. Now, again, they produce supposedly 90% of all syrup for Canada, but also 2/3 of the maple syrup for the world.
Wow.
I mean, so these things going from 113 million to just 6.9 million barrels is kind of catastrophic, because eventually those are still going to get dwindled down, and they're not going to have the syrup backing it up.
So is it just the tree issue, or
it's more about the sap? They're not getting enough sap to make the syrup, and they're hoping that a lot of the times it's of course it's it's global warming.
Well,
is what they're saying.
Luckily Vermont's still crushing it on their maple syrup. So,
again, they are not even. They barely
not?
touch what Canada does.
I'm sure Vermont's like a small state. It's not like the size of Texas North or something. I mean, it's like, yeah.
So there's that one. Okay, there's that one.
So we might have a maple syrup shortage when helium runs out. We'll be out of maple syrup too.
Pretty much.
Okay,
just all tied together.
Got it. Okay.
And then a video game news. Is it okay if we just bang these out real quick?
Yeah, sure,
okay.
sure.
Video game news. There is a company that's going to produce a new game console peripheral added to your own console, and it's called GameSense. And basically what it is,
you can smell your game.
You can smell the game. And what's going to happen is that it's going to work with your phone in cooperation with an app AI. And it's going to listen to the sound coming through their video game. And then when it interprets that, like you're in a specific moment that it can use a scent, it's going to spray it at you from the peripheral.
So
you smell it. And then the funniest thing.
Can you imagine that playing Call of Duty?
Or how about GTA?
Yeah, GTA. I don't know
the
if I want
stripper scents or the
let's go into the strip club and get the scent of the strip club.
Jeez. Anyway,
cigarettes and beer.
This thing coming out is going to start with initial scents at launch: gunfire, explosion, which I kind of think gunfire and explosion might smell about the same.
About the same. You'd think.
Yeah, forest. Storm, racing cars, which I don't know.
The tires, the rubber,
right, and the oil, I guess.
Yeah, I get that.
And then in order to kind of cleanse your palate, they're going to have a clean air one, so that it kind of cleans the air. So you start from a zero, then they can pump another scent at you again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll going back to our wheel, because we throw back to Disney at every episode.
Okay.
So Soren, when you go over the water and they spray the water in your face and stuff. So it's like something like that, where they just want to give you that extra sensory.
Right. When you fly over the orange
Oh yeah, and it smells like oranges. It smells like
fly over the ocean, and there's an ocean
spray
smell.
and the ocean spray in your face. And
right, exactly. It smells kind of oceany, and then you fly over the mountains, and then
so they're just taking that to the extent of bringing it home to your console,
right into the console. Now, my question was how in the heck are they going to swap out the scents? Is it going to be like a printer cartridge where if you run low on gunfire, you got to put a gunfire cartridge in?
Almost out of gunfire.
I've got to put some more gunfire in. I'm getting a signal.
Man, I've been playing Call of Duty way too much.
I'm running out of gunfire. I'm gonna have to move over.
Go back and play Forza to get my tire smell back.
Get the fire smell, so I can before I have to turn off the Scent-O-Vision or whatever.
Yeah, Scent-O-Vision.
Game Scent is what it's called.
Oh, Game Scent.
Okay, so
is
there's
that a PlayStation thing or an Xbox thing?
Again, the company is more of a third party peripheral, so I think they're going to be able to use any console because it's using the sound from the game. Which is kind of neat. But then the AI is going to interpret the sound and then say, oh, that was a car. I'm going to shoot car scent at you.
Got it.
Yep. So there's that one.
Okay.
And then, so this one's kind of cool. The NFL owners met.
Right.
And they released a bunch of new rules. One of the new rules is on kickoffs. They've changed all the kickoff stuff because they want a little more interactive with this thing because kickoffs are kind of boring. Everybody's been kicking out of the end zone and they just start at the 25. So a large component of the game is the kickoffs. Well, they're going to switch it all up. And this little change is kind of interesting. I just don't know how they're going to handle this because the players are kind of going to be scattered across the field. Wait till you hear this. So the kicker is still going to kick from the 35,
right?
His own 35, right? Mm-hmm. But the other 10 players from his team are going to line up on the opposite side of the opposing 40. So they're going to be buried in the zone already.
Ahead of, okay.
Right, ahead of the kick. And then the opposing team, at least 9 of their players are going to start on the what's called the lineup zone or I guess that's what it's called. Yeah. And between the 30 and the 35. Okay.
So they're going to be like 10 yards apart.
Yes. And then they can have 2 receivers back in what's called the landing zone. And that's between the goal line and the 20.
And do they have to run it out every time now?
Yes. There's no touchbacks. And if it happens to be a touchback, it's going to start on the 30.
Huh.
And this is where it gets kind of weird is onside kicks. An onside kick has to be announced, meaning you can't just do a surprise onside kick.
Oh, well,
and
that's weird.
They get to line up traditionally, so they'll go back to the way they were on the 35
for an onside kick, but they have to tell you we're going to try it first.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of...
So I don't know. I have a feeling that it's just going to be chaos for the first couple whatever times they try to do this thing.
And the 49ers didn't know the overtime rule in the Super Bowl.
Right.
But they expect them to understand this.
To take an entire process for every team to figure out that they're going to have to line up a certain way. And they can't move until the ball hits the ground or hits a player.
So with the ball's in the air and they just stand there waiting.
They just are standing there. And everybody's just so stoic, waiting, watching this ball go over their heads and just land in a player. And then they can start running.
And then they can go get them.
Yeah.
I
don't know. And what they were trying to do is trying to eliminate, high speed collisions.
Well, and that's originally why they weren't allowed to run the wedge.
Right.
But on kickoffs. And they did move it so there would be more getting kicked into the end zone because guys were getting seriously injured.
Which was the concussions.
Because they're running a wedge where you got like 5 guys locked in arms together, running up the field to block and like guys getting just annihilated.
Yeah, because they're just like all out, right? They're just and then they catch it and then bam, they get. Now this doesn't change for punts, I don't think. So the punts are still going to be the same thing.
So it'll just be all
out
fair
of control,
catches.
right?
It'll be all fair catches. They'll be like
those can be all fair. Yeah, they might as well. I mean, last thing you need is to get your head taken off.
No, yeah. I mean, there's already such an issue with concussions in the NFL and and all of that anyway.
Okay. So I have one more, but there's also a test with it.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm getting tested this early in the episode.
Yes, you're going to get 2 today.
This is the 10th episode. We're celebrating because we've made it to 10 episodes. We're just on rapid fire mode
rattled.
Tonight. Rapid fire.
We had so much to talk about.
We do.
Okay, so this one's a candy one.
Mm-hmm.
Mars Wrigley's is a candy company, and they're funding a new innovation lab in their New Jersey headquarters valued at $70 million to come up with new ideas and new packaging for their brands.
Okay.
One of their brands is M&M's. Here's the test. Can you name the 10 flavors that M&M's come out as?
On a regular basis?
on a regular basis. Yes, that they have just out all the time.
There's the regular version, right?
There's a regular,
and then there's peanut.
Yes.
And then there's peanut butter.
That's 3.
There's the espresso ones. The coffee ones,
caramel cold brew is what it's called.
Yeah,
yes.
But then there's also the caramel ones,
and then that's
just caramel.
Yep.
So that's 5, right?
Yep, you got 5.
See, at the holidays they have the mint ones.
That doesn't. I didn't.
But that doesn't count. Yeah, that's a holiday
specialty. And not like colors like pastels. These are just the flavors.
Just the flavors.
And yeah,
I used to love the coconut ones, but I know how you feel about the coconut ones. Those are special ones too.
Though.
Right, but they haven't made those in years. They stopped making them.
Right.
Okay, I got 5. So
you got 5. That's pretty good. Okay. That's pretty good. So
I'm sure if I thought about it, but
these other ones are a little weird.
Okay,
pretzel.
Yep.
Have you heard of the pretzel ones?
Yeah, absolutely. I've had pretzel ones.
Okay, so there's that one. Fudge brownie.
I have not seen fudge brownie.
Okay, along with the peanuts ones, there's an almond one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should have known that. Okay, yeah.
Dark chocolate.
And, okay, right.
And then crunchy cookie.
Crunchy cookie.
And I have no clue if it's like a Twix kind of crunchy cookie or is it an Oreo
Chips Ahoy cookie? Or
right, exactly. You have no clue.
I honestly don't think I have seen those.
I was at the store.
I will actually look harder for them.
And I got Lisa some Skittles because, of course, she has a sweet tooth. And I looked them up, and yes, there's a crunchy cookie in the aisle.
A crunchy cookie.
Crunchy cookie is on the damn bag. And I'm just like, that is a kind of weird one. I was like, So I know we have our taste tests.
Yeah, we'll have to do
But we need to get the small bag because the big ones are kind of expensive now.
We don't need to get the party bag.
Going.
We don't need the party bag.
No, this is just a taste test. So 5 each would be fine.
So, because my wife loves the peanut butter ones.
Oh,
and I order those from Costco.
Do you know they make a mega one, like a giant one for Easter? It's the peanut butter filled ones. Okay. But they're huge. They're like 3 or 4 times the bigger size.
Yeah, because they're almost like the Cadbury mini eggs.
Yes.
But they're like filled with,
right.
I've seen those, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was looking for those because I was going to bring them in to test. And I know,
God,
I do like something, but I don't know how you feel about peanut butter.
So. Oh, I like peanut butter.
Okay, cool. Okay, good.
I mean, I love Reese's.
Right. Okay, cool. I should have known. I should have known.
Seriously, come on. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, that's all little stories that I had.
That's your little
quick
stories.
Ones. So that was quick. I was like, bang, bang.
Let's go back because when you mentioned the scented video game thing,
yes,
and we were talking about cars,
yes.
So I thought about this the other day. So I pick up my 2 youngest kids from school every day.
Right.
I do the pickup line. I go through, drive through, stop, blah, blah, get them, everything. So we're coming home and we're out in, I would say, the country, the woodsy kind of area.
Yes.
Away from the city. Okay. And so we have a lot of deer and wildlife and things like that, they get hit, because they just come running across the road and they get, so you'll see like deer and stuff on the side of the road that have been hit and are dead and all in different right. States of decomposing.
Abuse. Yes,
they've been picked at and on all stuff like
right.
So we're driving home just the other day, and there was a fresh dead deer on the side of the road.
Ooh.
And my youngest son goes, "Another tourist destination," and I'm like,
"For the deer,
for our town." So like when people come to our town, like, hey, let's check out the dead deer.
Nice.
But it was just the way he said it. Yep, another tourist destination. So when people come to visit, they can see the dead deer. And
perfect.
I'm just like,
add that to the tourist brochure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come see it.
So I just thought that was funny. Just the way he said it, like the dead
deer
is a tourist destination.
That's pretty good.
We're very popular with our tourists. Yeah.
When you're as rural as this is, there's not a lot to go and do.
I mean, you can go down to the Dairy Queen or the Sheets.
Hey, I was at the Dairy Queen.
Or go visit the dead deer on the side of the road.
That's true.
That's a good destination.
Take your Dairy Queen over to see the deer. Exactly.
Yeah. You eating your ice cream next to the dead deer.
It's all to go.
Years ago, I saw a dead deer on the side of the road, and someone had literally gone to like the grocery store and bought like a helium balloon.
Yes.
And then went and tied it to its antler, and it said "retired."
Oh, wow.
I was like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, that's a sick joke, but it is funny, but it's sick, but it's.
Yeah. In Leesburg, we had an area where it's a hard curve, like a crazy curve. Mm-hmm. And on it, like at the end of it, there was a deer that had just its head was there.
Ew.
Like the rest of the body was just gone. The head was the only thing left there. And we call it deadhead curve because it was just a thing that we kind of.
Because the dead deer.
Yeah, because the head was right. It was just the head, but it was kind of funny.
That is creepy.
It is.
So I had this argument well, it was turning into a heated argument.
Okay.
But it wasn't meant to be by any means with my wife over the weekend.
Right.
Speaking, because we're still staying on cars.
Yes, of course.
And it was about Tesla and the self-driving cars.
Yeah.
And I mentioned this, like how there were local ads in the DC area that was like, sell your Tesla, get rid of your Tesla. Tesla's, killing people, and because it's self-driving and it can't detect when there's kids in the road and it'll hit them and kill them. And
of course
they're not safe. And this whole thing with Tesla.
Right.
And so I don't even know how my wife and I got on the conversation, because I'm not like a Tesla fanboy or something. I mean, I don't.
Well, we don't
them,
get
don't
sponsored
hate them.
by Tesla, so that's
right, exactly. And I don't see Elon Musk, handing me a free Tesla. So, but I do tend to play devil's advocate,
right.
And I looked it up, and I was like, well, I want to see how many deaths there have been from self-driving cars.
Wait, is this our first fact check on record?
Sort of. It's sort of, because I only vaguely remember the facts. So I looked it up.
Okay, so you read it, and now you're just whatever you remember about
I looked
the facts.
It up.
Okay,
so,
that's okay.
And in the article that I found, and I think it was in 2022 or 2023, I can't remember what year.
Okay,
there were a total of 19 fatalities from self-driving cars.
Okay.
19.
It's not zero. So
it's not zero. But here's where my other side comes in.
Okay.
I then looked up the stat to see how many fatalities there have been in the U.S.
from just people driving cars regularly, from manually driving cars.
Let me talk. Oh my God. I mean, I know we talk over each other the whole time, Dave, but please, I'm getting to something.
I'm out of practice. Okay, go ahead.
It's all good. Yeah, the number of fatalities in the U.S. from people being distracted drivers. So while you were on your phone driving when you shouldn't be,
right,
you were a distracted driver and it caused a fatality. So in that same year, there were 4,722 fatalities due to distracted drivers on their phone.
Well, that's not 19.
Well, and that's what I'm arguing is, so everybody's all up Tesla's ass to, about Teslas. And I'm like, they had 19 in the same year that there were 4,722. I think that's what I said.
Right.
Fatalities from people that won't get the fuck off their phone and pay attention while they're driving.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, Tesla, you seem like a safer option. So
just with that, the technology is there. Why not, if we can perfect it or at least get it a lot better and maybe get 19 down to 3 or
down to, a number that's, all I think of is like Minority Report when Tom Cruise jumps in the little, they're like the self-driving cars that drive you around the city and stuff like that.
Right.
Where everybody just gets in one because there's no accidents anymore. They're almost like on a track, but they're not, but they fly. And
right.
Remember that? And it was like, you just jump in. You don't actually drive the car.
You don't
just
actually
get in,
have
sit
a
down,
control.
And it takes you where you got to go to work and it takes you there and that's your car. But I just thought that was a huge number between people that are distracted drivers and then people that had fatalities from the self-driving Teslas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is a huge difference. A huge difference. And the bottom line is, people, put your phone down. I see it all the time driving to work. I'll drive up next to somebody because they'll be doing 10 to 15 under the speed limit over in the right lane. And I go past them, like, why are they going so slow? And they're looking down at their phone. And I'm just like, hello, you're driving a motor vehicle. Like, did they stop showing those in the Learner's Ed, commercial, or, when you did Learner's Ed in high school or whatever, how, the death machine of a car and
blood
scared
on
the piss
highway.
out of you. Yeah, blood on
Red
the highway.
Asphalt.
Yeah, and scared the shit out of you. So you didn't apparently not,
Well,
because, I literally was driving in a couple weeks ago. There was a woman and she had her iPad on her steering wheel and she was reading her book while she was driving.
Wow.
And I was just like,
she got a multitask.
Oh my God.
Well, before phones, it was shaving, makeup, food. I mean, there was a lot of other things that we could distract ourselves with. And we still wrapped cars around trees. So, I mean, I don't know. I just, the phone is very distracting and it's right there in our face anyway. We're just adding one extra.
Yeah. And on my phone, I don't text and drive or answer calls while I'm driving, even though I have my phone is Bluetoothed into my stereo.
So it goes through your car.
I can, Like, so if my wife is calling but she knows, like, she doesn't call, unless it's something serious anyway. But for like text, I have the message that pops up that says, I'm driving. I'll text you back when I get where I'm going. And it's not that hard to do that. And that's Bluetooth in too. So I don't even have to turn that on. I just turn over the key in the ignition and it's like, oh, okay, boom. And the Bluetooth all kicks in and it knows that, okay, you're driving now. Don't interrupt me.
Okay.
Because it's,
Well, that's a good feature.
It is. So still speaking of cars, we're staying on cars.
Oh
my God. I know.
Wow,
we're staying on cars for like 5 minutes. I know.
The car
this
guys.
is crazy. We're now the car guys.
Oh,
that was one thing Harper said about us. Our friend Doug Harper, he goes, you guys are kind of like the sports junkies. And I was like, oh, okay, really?
Okay.
I've never listened to sports junkies, so I don't know. So he was like, you guys are kind of like that. And I was like, okay.
Well, we do
cool,
go over. We're all over the place with exactly.
I know, but we're all over the place with what we're talking about.
Definitely.
So last thing on cars. So over the past couple years, one of the things that just drives me crazy, there's always just one of the things. That's going to be my t-shirt. When we make Pern and Dave Let's Talk t-shirts, I'm going to have that printed on the back of my shirt.
There's one thing.
This one thing. There's that one thing. And yours is going to be
movies. And
yours is going to be, do you remember?
No.
Do you remember what we were going to put on your shirt?
No, go ahead.
It was the, crap. Now I can't think of it.
Oh my gosh.
That being said.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Dave always goes,
yes.
That being said. So that's going to be on the back of his
it's a good transition.
Pern and Dave Let's Talk shirt. It'll be, that being said, and the dash Dave row.
Right.
That's under that.
Nice.
Yours will probably sell more than mine.
I do.
Because that's my one thing. That's just my one thing.
That's one thing. Well, you have it with movies too.
Yeah. I have one things with movies too. I have one things with everything. But I try to like stay an upbeat, uplifted person.
Right.
Okay. Car colors.
Really?
I cannot stand the matte finish look, like the primer gray look to the cars over the past couple of years.
Like it has
the manufacturers have been. Well, it's like
glaze on it.
Did the Sparkle company like go under? Did they run out of how to make glitter paint and stuff to make it like shimmer a little? Like, what is with this just flat matte? Have we got that boring in our lives that everything's just blah? Well, I'll go with the primer gray. That looks really good.
The gunmetal.
I want to be the Eeyore car.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I don't know. The variety, it's easier for them to have like 5 colors. So they don't have to have pink or orange or yellow cars anymore. They can just put out white, gray, black, and just be done.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about though, right? It's
white,
that
black,
fat,
gray, blue,
flat matte, just color. Like they have like it in the blue too, like almost the turquoise, and it's just a.
Yes, I have seen it. Yes.
I just can't, and I can't believe people will spend $30,000 on a car that looks like that.
A new car
and I'm
that's
just like,
got.
No,
bland.
I want a little silver glitter in my silver car. I
don't
want it to be.
like I've seen the ones where it's ombre, where it changes. Like if you're facing it a certain way, the colors change, like from blue to green. Or
I've seen that.
I mean, but those are add-ons. You can't get that just having a regular car. You're gonna have to take that to a shop.
And then the last car. This is, I think, the ugliest car on the road right now, and it's the Rivian. Have you seen it?
I have.
It's like a little truck SUV kind of.
Yes.
It's not an SUV. It's almost like a Ford Bronco.
But it's
like,
sort of boxy, isn't it?
Oh my God. And the headlights look stupid. They look like the power buttons, little circles with the line in it. Like you'd have to like get out and turn on your headlights or something.
Tesla truck though. I mean, that thing looks like
the Cybertruck. Yeah, but that's just a joke. But so this thing, the Rivian, I see it. I'm just like, why would anybody go, yeah, that's the car for me.
That's the one.
I just like, if there was a contest to make the ugliest car, they succeeded, and people are buying it, and I don't get it. Is it just dare to be different, or what is that about?
I don't know.
If you've seen a Rivian, it's Rivian. Is it made by Hyundai?
Maybe.
Is that who makes it?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's a hideous looking SUV truck.
That's lovely
thing. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
at least the Cybertruck looked like a truck I would have had when I was a kid, like a Matchbox or something.
Right. Well, it's just square. It looked like something out of Atari. You know, it was like the trucks you would drive around in video.
Right. It was like the 8-bit pixel.
Yes.
Got the 8-bit pixel.
Exactly. That's kind of maybe that's the throwback to that, is that you're trying to get the nostalgia truck.
I think so.
Right.
So. No. Okay. Anyway, that's enough of my car talk with Pern.
Car talk.
Car talk with Pern.
It is Lisa's birthday month.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we are doing
okay.
15
Happy
things
birthday
this
month,
week.
Lisa.
It's Lisa's
How about a
birthday month coming up. She
birth
won't hear
month.
this until after too, so she
True.
won't even hear it until the
True.
next
Come on, Lisa.
time. But this is her
Birthday
week,
month.
so she's 29.
Oh, now
again,
down to a
so.
week.
Yeah, this is the main week, but it's been she got a greenhouse, she gets trees. I mean, it's presents galore just through the entire month.
Is a greenhouse really a gift though? Was that
it's for
did
her.
you make that one? So you said, "Oh, here's your birthday present.
No,
here's a greenhouse."
I mean,
and I'll put it together for you.
Yeah, maybe
with my
that's
twisted
part
twice
of it.
Screws.
And I've planted trees for the last 2 weeks. So yeah,
okay.
So there's a bit of that.
Okay, so yes.
Birthday, but yeah, so we have a wine dinner going on Thursday. Friday we're going out because Rennie's
so you're not
birthday.
going to putting league.
I'm not. Well, no, there isn't. It's not putting league anymore. That was in the winter. It's now doubles.
We're technically
so now,
spring.
Yeah, we switched over to the new going.
So wine dinner Thursday.
Friday is dinner with the sister-in-law, and then or lunch, I guess lunch or dinner, and then Saturday is trip to the garden center, and then of course Sunday's Easter. So yeah.
Did you get any chocolate yet?
No. Are you? No.
I haven't been to the store. I completely forgot Easter was Sunday.
Yeah, good luck.
So I got to go to the store.
Rare supply, so good luck.
Like syrup chocolate?
Syrup and chocolate and anything that's not good for you,
sweet?
It seems, or anything good that you want to get.
Well, I mean, I guess if there's one thing that you should have a shortage on, it's best that it's that because,
Well, here at Lent,
America's
that's always
already,
good.
The U.S. is already like the fattest, company or country in the world.
But
yeah, would it really hurt if we ate a little less chocolate and drank a little less syrup?
True.
Probably not.
Well, speaking of stores, I have a story.
Oh, yeah.
So we were pacing back from the barn. We were just driving along.
With the barn women?
Yeah. No, we were coming back from the barn.
I want to meet the barn women.
Really? I'll make that happen. I'll try to make that happen. We'll all go out.
They're like almost famous.
Yeah, right.
Almost. Like
so then we're coming back from the barn and we had, we're supposed to buy this door because we have to vent gas or propane from our basement. So in order to do that, we're going to put in a louvered door. Mm-hmm. So we looked up this louvered door and it's not cheap. It's, it's over $200, right?
Okay.
But they never had it at the store that we're going to buy it at. So we look on the app and the store has it. And we're like, oh, do they really have it? Do they not have it? We said, okay, let's roll the dice. We'll go check it out. So we run over there, check it out on our way. It's like 8:00. They're getting ready to close. And I run in and I go all the way out to the way back in the store, find the door. They have the door. I was like, oh my gosh, they have the door. Here's the door. So then I got to run back out, get a cart, come all the way back, get the door, load the door, put it on the thing, get to the register. Get to the register. The guy scans it and it rings up as a penny.
No.
It did. And I was like, holy crap, what is going on here? And I was like, oh, well, I'll take two. Can I go get another one? He was laughing. He goes, I'm going to have to call my manager. And I said, okay. So he calls his manager. And I'm like, okay, well, they're just going to re-register it and put the price in,
whatever.
Right?
What was the price supposed to be?
$240.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a hardwood door. Like it's a full size door, but it's also heavy. It's like, it's not a hollow door. Mm-hmm. So it's a real size. It's a full heavy door. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to do it. It's going to vent, whatever. We're going to do the thing. We got to get it anyway. So I said, well, that's interesting. They're just going to put the price in. He's on the phone with his manager and then he hangs up and he goes, well, my manager said that we're not allowed to sell it. When it does this, it's been discontinued or being returned to the distributor. So it was supposed to go back. It wasn't supposed to be on the floor. And I'm like
beyond clearance.
Well, I still need the damn door. I still want it. And he goes, ugh, it's just going to be a pain for me to take it back. Just pay for it. And I went, what?
With a penny.
A penny. So I have a receipt that I paid for a door.
And you used your debit card too, didn't you?
Of course I did. So they got charged. So then I
lost money on that deal.
I get it all loaded up and I go running out the thing and I go, please open the door. We got to get this out of here. They're going to catch me. Yeah. So I was just like, for it, So yeah. So we were
like Han Solo running.
And I told her, I just
Endor.
handed her the receipt. Yeah. I just handed her the receipt and she goes, what? And I go, there's a whole story. So that was interesting. And it just a roll of the dice. I mean, if I hadn't gone in, we would have been ordering it online and have it delivered, which would have been that and the price and all of that. Yeah, of course, right?
So you got it for a penny.
Totally interesting. So yeah. So if you ever come across that, then they just want to get rid of it. So just to let you know.
That is too
funny.
And
I don't want to really say because what the store was, but
gotcha.
Because
but you did take it home afterwards.
Oh
right?
my gosh, yes.
Okay,
of course I did.
Okay,
yeah.
Did you stop by the train depot when you were? Did you have to go across the train depot when you were? No.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't have to go past that.
But you took it home.
I did take it home.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And past the depot. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. It was very good. And yes, and it was very interesting that's what happened. But yeah.
Doors for a penny.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Should look into that.
Shouldn't have been there, but yeah.
You turn around and sell those on eBay for like $1.
$1. And then and still make
profits.
Out.
I mean,
yes.
the profits
oh my gosh. Just fall right into it. It's a whole scheme.
That is. Oh, so the movies.
Yes.
We're at the movie. So I didn't see the trailer, but I saw it listed. The movie you had mentioned last week, it was the late night demon release. What's it called? It was
Late Night with the Devil.
Late Night with the Devil. That actually did get released this past week.
Yes, it did.
On Sunday, I'm at work and I'm sitting there and like I have little updates that pop up in my news feed. And it's mostly like the entertainment stuff because I don't really care about politics and all that stuff, which is why we don't talk about it.
Right.
Not which is why, but anyway.
Part of it.
So I have the entertainment things pop up. And so when the box office report came up, it was a news story about Friday's take. So the movie made something like 2.4 million over the weekend or something, which is not a lot.
Yeah,
it was a small movie.
I don't think it was a big
not,
release, but
it's not that big.
Right.
Deal. But on Sunday, the Sunday numbers of the money that it pulled in was $666,666.
No.
That was the official reported number for the take that the movie took in.
It's happening.
666.
He's made it. That's great.
On a Sunday.
Wow. Nice. Well, on other release notes, Ghostbusters made 45.
Yeah, it did well. They said that was a decent opening.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, we're happy with this.
Yeah.
So we'll go see that next week.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that
do
out.
our review afterwards.
Exactly.
So that was funny about that one. The other movie or the other thing I saw is I can't even remember the actor's name, but he's the guy from Happy Gilmore, Gavin Shooter, whatever, the other golf guy that was the dick.
He was in a commercial. Did you see him in the commercial?
I didn't, but anyway, so whatever the actor and his name,
yes,
he went on his Twitter X account this past weekend and said he has read the first draft of Happy Gilmore 2.
Yes, I saw this.
Yeah, and that Adam Sandler shared it with him. Right. And he's like, okay, so he said, he goes, it still doesn't mean the movie's getting made, but things are now underway.
Right.
So
yes. Well, that's the first step, right? Is to have a script
Sandler has
or at
the
least
deal
a story
with Netflix still, right? Is he still on his however 8-picture deal or whatever with Netflix? So would it come out just straight
on
to Netflix? Yeah,
it could.
I can't. If it would, because
it's still. I still think the money would be a draw in for him anyway.
You would think. So I also found this picture, and I'm going to show it to you. And no, I'm not going to post it on Facebook this weekend. From the Gavin, Shooter McGavin. Oh my God, that's what it was. He says, "There's no way I'm losing to this guy in the sequel."
Yeah, that's the way.
And it's this picture of Adam Sandler in these salmon pink shorts and
just a mess.
And his shirt's pulled out and just disheveled. He looks like he just rolled out of bed. And it was just,
at the beach.
No way I'm losing this guy in the sequel.
Exactly. That's funny.
That was really funny. Oh, I also had a picture. I took a screenshot from the AI girlfriend thing. Look at that.
Jesus.
You kind of want an AI girlfriend now, don't you?
Oh, no. I don't need that pressure. No. Right. Thanks anyway.
But she's in her cheerleader outfit.
That doesn't even look like a cheerleader outfit. It just looks like a bralette.
That looks like that looks like a Tampa Bay Buccaneers cheerleader.
Okay, I'll give you that one. And she is in a stadium.
And she's
in a stadium,
so that's
okay.
So I do the screenshot so you can see that.
That's amazing.
Oh, and then the next day this popped up. And again, I love my wife. I'm in a happy marriage. There's no whatever. This one come up. It's Ukrainian ladies looking in search of strong men. And I'm like, why is this coming up in my news? In my Facebook
I just think they're just throwing it out there and seeing what sticks. If you're going to apply to anything, I mean, good Lord.
What is going on? We were still talking. Oh no, we left cars. Oh, I saw these bumper stickers this weekend too. I'm now going through my phone looking at pictures.
Oh my gosh!
So you ready?
This
for
is what we're
one?
not supposed to be doing. You're supposed to do this research before.
So this was one of them. So it's the silhouette of the woman that used to be on the back of mud flaps on trucks, the silver naked ladies.
Yes.
So it's a silver naked lady, and she's sitting on top of these 3 letters that say BLM. bang local MILFs. And I'm just like,
wow.
Where's the I eat ass guy again?
There's no filter.
Did we
no
just pass
filter at all.
So, and then the sticker on the other side of the back of his truck cab says, "Don't laugh. Your daughter could be in here."
Good God.
America.
Well,
America.
Hey, say what you want. Just put it out there.
The fact that they made stickers out of these means that there's more than one person that's purchased this.
Oh, right, exactly.
A
lot of people pulling into a Sheetz and ordering or getting their stickers.
I just don't. And then the very last one. I don't know how, because this is movie related.
Is just rattling off here,
related.
Aren't we?
So I also in my Facebook feeds I've been getting these pictures of casts from movies like from the 80s and what they look like then,
Past
and then
present.
like what they look like now.
Okay.
So what is wrong with this one, Dave?
Oh my goodness. What's the cast?
Okay.
Cast
you
of
ready?
who?
It's
it's the oh my goodness.
The one, where they were dressing. Anyway, so
Wesley Snipes kind of looks like the character now.
John Leguizamo and Patrick Swayze, and it says in 1995, and it shows the picture of them in the car. But then the bottom picture, it shows them now, and it's supposed to be 2023. And it even says that under Patrick Swayze. It says 2023. What's the problem with that? What is the problem with that?
Yeah, that's not him.
Patrick Swayze died in 2009 or something like that. So that would have been
when the last picture they have of him.
Yeah,
right?
Patrick Swayze's dead.
Yeah.
How can you put him in the
picture with all that? Well, you're just putting in the regular picture, I guess.
I've looked away so many times now. I know my audio is going to be off from my mic. So I'm not talking into my mic. I'm talking from back here in the back of the room.
We're just having technical issues all across the board here.
Yeah. So, back to the movie. So then, did you see the trailer for the new Aliens movie?
Aliens.
Romulus?
I haven't seen the trailer.
Okay, so it's only a teaser trailer that's out right now.
Okay.
I almost said it. I almost said my only issue. I almost said this.
There it is.
This isn't even an issue, but it's a red flag for movies.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're releasing a movie over the summer, you want to release it in May, June, July. If it goes to August, it means your movie wasn't strong enough to lead and stand up with the other blockbusters, so they push you back to later in August. So anytime there's a movie that's released like the last 2 to 3 weeks of August that seems like it would have been a big movie, means it's probably not that good, but they're gonna throw it out there anyway to see if it sticks.
Yeah.
So the Alien Romulus movie's release date is August 16th.
Ooh. Okay.
I was like,
and that's before the holiday too. So you even got,
it's 2 weeks. It's right in the middle of August, but that's not good. Like that should have been make it the third week of July, not a 4th of July weekend, because that's really big.
Yeah.
Make it like the third weekend in July.
Right.
But
you're still at the beach. You can still see a movie.
It's
kind of
probably not that good if they threw it back into August.
Yeah.
And that kind of scares me.
Yeah.
And with the whole Alien series anyway.
Turning into a Fast and Furious,
got to the point, or like the Terminator.
Yes.
How many different Terminators have we seen?
Right, exactly. Oof.
Yeah. I haven't even seen, I don't think, the last 2 or 3 Terminator movies.
No, I haven't either.
I saw the first
the third
one when they
was the
rebooted
last
with Christian Bale years ago.
I didn't see that one.
I think, I sat through that and then I was like, no, I just not. And there's been different ones since, and I just haven't.
Well, there's been one where they go back in
Genesis?
time or
Was
something.
that one?
Yeah, that's Genesis. That's that one.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that was when they went back in time.
And I like Terminator, but it just.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I do
that was my
have.
3 movies.
So remember the last time I said that we should do. I give you 3 movies and you pick the fake one, because we did our list of blockbusters that are coming out, and some of them were just so off the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, I went through the list and I found a crap load.
So you made up fake ones, or
I
you found fake ones?
I made a fake
one. There's a real one in there,
and there's a bunch of real ones. So there's a handful of real ones and a handful of bad ones.
So are you going to give me like?
I'll give you 1, 2, 3.
Two reels and then a fake one, and I got to figure out which one's fake.
Yes, you got to.
Okay, let's do that.
And I even have taglines, so this is going to be even better. So okay, and these would have, if it was the real movie, that would be the real tagline.
Okay.
Of what the movie's about.
Okay.
So here we go. First set. Step Dude. Mayhem erupts between 2 friends, Will and Sherman, when Sherman falls in love with Will's mother. Okay, that's the first one.
Okay.
Second one. Jason, a Halloween documentary. The complete story behind the making of a Halloween movie franchise. Okay, that's 2. And then 3, Disco Boy, the story of Alexei traveling to Paris to join the Foreign Legion.
I'm going with the first one.
You're going with the first one.
I think the first one's fake. Step Dude.
That one's real.
Wow.
Jason, the Halloween story, is the fake one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, do we need another Jason Halloween?
Do we really need? Well, well, all these documentaries are coming out, going over all the nostalgia stuff.
Right.
So there's a there's a bit of
okay. I sucked on that round. Okay, next round.
No, you're doing. Again, some of those movies. Are you ever going to go see Step Dude? You think you might?
No, but what's his name from Dude, Where's My Car was in it?
Maybe that would be
Scott
Ashton Kutcher.
Well, it was Ashton Kutcher and Sean Scott Williams.
Yeah, there we go. I think you're right.
Sean Williams.
Sean something. 3 names. The man of 3 names. Yeah. Okay. So next one, you got 3 movies. Okay. First one is Lisa Frankenstein. A teenager and a reanimated Victorian corpse embark on a murderous journey together to find love.
Oh, so poor things.
Okay. So there's that one. Chicken for Linda. A mom, Paulette, who feels guilty after unfairly punishing her daughter, Linda, and sets off to make chicken with peppers, not knowing how to cook. And 3, Eat, Pray, Love. And I have to kind of preface this one because pray is Prey.
Oh, it's a horror movie?
A family of cannibals survives in L.A. while passing off as ordinary, everyday citizens.
I think that's actually based off a book.
Okay.
So I think that one's real.
Okay. So which one's the fake one?
Wait, what were the titles of the first and second?
You got Lisa Frankenstein and Chicken for Linda.
I'm going Lisa Frankenstein.
That one's real.
Oh my gosh.
And so is Chicken for Linda.
Oh my gosh.
The fake one was Eat, Pray, Love.
I swear to God, there's a book.
There probably is.
Okay, anyway. Man, I'm not doing well.
Okay.
Do you have one more set?
I have 2 more.
Oh, okay.
2 more sets. Real quick. Okay.
Yep.
First one, Sasquatch Sunset. In the misty forests of North America, a family of Sasquatches finds themselves in an ever-changing world around them.
I know that one's real because Tristan got an acting job in that. Oh, no, just kidding. Sorry. Okay, next one.
Damn it. I thought I had
Tristan.
I thought I had a trick.
Sorry.
Abra Kuchabra. A magical creature found by a 13-year-old Gavin wreaks havoc on a small town in Marshall with terrifying results.
I know that one's real because I've heard about it.
You've heard that one?
Yeah.
Infested. 30-year-old Caleb faces unparalleled loneliness, has his fascination with exotic creatures lead to a spider that soon turns his flat into a terrifying webbed prison.
I think I've seen that music video before.
You've seen Infested, the music video?
I'm going Infested is the fake one.
That's real.
Oh my gosh.
So is Sasquatch Sunset.
Wait, all 3 were real?
No, the middle one, Abra.
No, that's seriously. Oh my gosh, I swear there is.
Abracadabra. I made that one up because I was going like abracadabra.
I think you need to do some homework and research that then.
Oh, maybe I should put that name into and then just Intelligent Minds.
Okay, all right, last one. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Yep. This one, Piece by Piece. Follow this autobiographical journey into the creative process of Pharrell using Lego. Okay, that's the first one. Second one, My Old Ass. A young woman who has been advised by her future self not to fall in love is sure she can do so after being given the advice until she meets the boy her older self warned her about. And then Little Town on the Prairie. A small town in Gunston, Utah, is home to a family of genetically altered prairie dogs destroying the town from underneath.
Wow.
I know.
Is Sandra Hüller in any of those from Anatomy of the Fall?
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm going to go the first one.
The first one, the Pieces by Piece, or Piece by Piece. No, that one's real.
Oh my God. So which one's the fake one?
The fake one is Little Town on the Prairie.
Little Town on the Prairie. Oh, which I've got to mention.
Uh-oh. Congratulations
to Dave. He made it across the Shire.
Oh, that's true. Yes, I did my little
text with the
145 miles
walking. He made it across the Shire, which also I have to go back because in all the past episodes, like, oh yeah, you're going to walk till you get to the Shire. I didn't realize the Shire was the whole thing.
The whole walk.
Because I don't know anything
you don't
about
know
Lord of the Rings.
Which made it even funnier.
I thought it was going to a place. So yeah, now if you listen to that, you'd be like, oh, what a dumbass.
No, it's
I didn't realize the Shire was the whole.
You start at like Bilbo's house, and then you walk to the town of Bree, which is where they kind of meet up.
Make the cheese?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So anyway, congratulations, Dave. I'm glad you made it your 144 miles across the Shire.
Hopefully it's going to keep us walking and working out.
Cool.
And we're on stage 2 now.
And you donated trees.
And we donated 5 trees over the course of our whatever. So we planted trees.
Bravo.
And this time I think we're going to do ocean plastics. Where we remove ocean plastics from the
That's an ongoing battle, right?
Yes, of course. Yes. Well, I heard that the scientists have a chemical that will take the plastics out of the water.
Really?
Yeah. So innovation is happening, but we got to that point where we've saturated the water with so much plastic.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
So yeah,
it's
so
insane.
we kind of did this. So maybe we can find a solution to kind of at least get us back to zero level. Yeah. Maybe. Who knows?
Thank you for recycling.
Yeah, I'm doing what I can, but
But yeah, a lot of the plastic still finds its way to the ocean.
Finds its way. Even recycled, it finds its way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last thing, and then we're going to wrap up, I think. A couple weeks ago, Dave asked me to go ask my family, my wife and my kids, what, something. Well, I misinterpreted it. Like he says it was something weird that I do, or so have something that they
mannerism.
Whatever. I went to him and I told him, what is something, which is a little more harsh. I said, tonight at dinner, because I'm heading out the door to work. I'm like, okay, you guys tonight at dinner, talk to mommy. Each one of you needs to pick one thing that I do that drives you crazy.
Oh, that's kind of the list that I got too.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's what mine were.
Okay.
And so they talked about it, and then I've been actually all day today, since I'm off today, I've been like completely reversing those things heavily back at them.
Right.
So anyway, so the first thing, that my youngest 2, they're twins,
yes,
boy and a girl, they say they hate. Well, they don't say they hate. They just say it just drives them nuts the way that I act pouty when I get interrupted during something.
Pouty.
Okay, I do a lot of work from home.
Yes.
And I don't have set hours. So it's like whenever the text comes in or the email comes in or the this and that, and like if somebody needs something from work or needs, whatever, and I have to like reply real quick. It's not like I'm on call, but it's just like if I don't get it done now, it could be 3 days. Like and just get it done now. It only takes. So I'll be like working on my computer or something, and then like, my daughter or my son walk over and they're like, hey dad, and I'll just kind of look at them like, okay, okay guys, what can I do? Because like my family comes first,
right?
But they can also see I'm at my computer doing something, and they came over and asked, but they don't. So they don't like when I get all pouty, when I get interrupted.
But it's kind of funny that they used pouty, right?
Yes, pouty was the word. They don't like it when I act all pouty,
right?
When I
there
act
you
all
go.
pouty.
Well, that yes, I can. Well, yes.
So that was the first. Did you have?
That's interesting.
Did you have something that?
Oh my gosh, I have. Oh my god. Well, they came up with a lot. But Lisa came up with one. Lisa came up with one. I don't like it when I have tight items of clothing like around my wrist and ankles. Like I can't wear skinny jeans.
You personally
because they would get tapered down into my ankle and I would be like trapped in my clothes. Like I had a fleece that had like a bungee on the wrist part. I had to cut it because it was so tight. It was freaking me out.
So you were going like Bill Belichick? Or just on the wrist?
Just on the wrist.
Oh, so
I didn't cut them all the way back. No, I didn't go all Belichick. No, what is his problem? That when he has to cut something up, he goes for broke. But it was just tight things like even
around your wrists and ankles.
Yeah, because like sweatpants that are too tight, like have a thick bungee around the bottom or a thick cuff.
When Lisa pulls out the handcuffs, you're like, no, not.
Oh
tonight.
God, no, I can't do that. No, okay. Nothing around the wrists, nothing around the ankles. Yes, the fuzzy cuffs.
Gotcha.
Don't happen.
Now, my son, my oldest son, the one thing. Yeah.
The one thing.
See, I gotta stop saying that. I'm now like overly conscious of it. I'm so
see, that was mine too. Is that whenever I said that, okay. My saying.
My oldest son, the one thing that irritates him, and he can't stand that I do, is all of my dad jokes.
Really?
He does not like dad jokes at all. I intentionally went and found a list today of dad jokes. So tonight at dinner, I was just rattling them off. Nice. I was just going, and I'm like, oh yeah, Miles, here's one for you. Because my son Miles, I shouldn't say his name. He doesn't like when I say his name. My youngest son, he loves penguins, always has. Oh. And so I said, okay, here's one for you. How does a penguin build his house? He glues it together. And he smiled. He was like,
there we go.
All right. That one's
right. Yeah, exactly.
He glues it together.
Nice. Yeah. So a lot of the ones I got from Sid were food related, meaning she can't believe that I do these things. And one of them is that
dip your strawberries in ketchup.
Oh gosh, no.
My oldest son did that when he was a kid. We thought, we were about to throw up. He was dipping his strawberries in ketchup. Anyway, okay, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I would eat certain foods out of the can, like SpaghettiOs.
Oh yeah,
I would just eat them out of the can because
I've seen you do that,
or the Chef Boyardee raviolis or anything like that, just because it was fast.
I remember being in your parents' kitchen in their house and you standing there eating it out of the.
Raviolis right out of it.
Yep.
There was that, but I'll eat uncooked Spam. Also, I'll slice off and eat it. Now it's cooked in the can, for goodness sake.
And then I always thought it was weird because, like in Hawaii, Spam is huge. They love Spam.
It's massive. It's in different flavors and a bunch of stuff.
And they
awesome.
throw it on. It's crazy. Okay,
because it's easily imported in.
I mean, it's already cooked. It's not going. You can eat it raw out of the can.
Yeah, it's cooked in the can, but and Lisa freaks out too because I do that too. And then uncooked noodles, like I'll crunch on a spaghetti noodle when I'm making spaghetti or something like that.
I will when I make spaghetti, I will definitely always take a piece and snap it off.
Kind of have it in your mouth and
just crunch it.
As you're going. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't eat a whole bowl of it. It's not like Yeti in my spaghetti.
Oh no, yeah, I don't like break it open and then throw maple syrup on it or anything like that. But
that sounds
right. It's one of the 4 food groups.
It's one of the 4 food groups. There's our elf throwback.
Hey.
Is there sugar and syrup?
Again, gonna be a problem if the maple reserves.
That's gonna be And so when it gets to the point when there's no maple syrup left and we watch Elf at Christmas,
it's we're just gonna be so nostalgic.
Our kids don't even know what that is.
Just they don't even know what syrup was. Now they have to eat synthetic syrup.
It is sugar.
Synthetic syrup with maple flavoring.
Maple flavor, yeah. It's being sprayed in your face from your Scent-O-Vision or whatever.
Game scent.
Okay, so all right, I still had the one from my wife, I think.
Oh yeah.
It's how that I never ask her how her day went.
It's not that you don't want to know, right?
When she comes home and she just likes to be asked how her day went, and I don't.
Is it an entire story or is it just? Oh, it was fine.
I don't know.
And then she kind of.
Well, no, there's always a story. Her and I both always have stories
because there's
about work.
always something going on
have
with
stories
everyone.
About work. I mean, yeah.
Okay, right.
So and apparently I'm just bad at that, and I need to improve. So as soon as she walked in, I asked her how her day was today.
Aww. And she vented. She got to vent. What happened? Yeah,
and then but that's her podcast, not mine.
Exactly.
I'm not,
Yes.
And then I just inundated London with dad jokes and Jilly at the dinner table, I was like about to take a bite of something and she goes, "Oh, hey dad." And I went and just shook it into character and then smiled and turned yes. Because I didn't want to act pouty. I didn't want to act pouty.
You didn't want to be because you were in the middle of it.
Here. I take a bite. Yes.
Yes. How can I help you? This is your dad being attentive.
Yes. How can I help you?
Nice.
All right. Do you have one more?
I do have one more.
Okay.
I have a couple, but I have this one. Not pulling through a parking spot. I always find it very annoying that if you're trying to pull, you're in lanes of parking and the person is in a spot, they got in their car and they pull through the spot and you're trying to find a spot
to exit.
No, you're in the parking spot and you pull through it to go as opposed to backing out of the spot and going.
Wait, and that bothers you?
It makes me nuts. I just feel that that's not very,
so you think someone should have to back out of a spot? You picked it, you got to do it.
When there's an opening, because then maybe someone's pulling into that other spot. Because I've been coming into a spot and someone's pulling through it. And it's annoying as hell because they're pulling into my spot that I wanted when they should have just stayed in their own spot.
I gotcha. So you're going to hate me.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I do that, but I do it like when I go to the store later at night,
when
like
no
after
one's
8
around,
o'clock, 9 o'clock. Yeah, there's nobody looking for a spot. I don't go to Wegmans on like a Saturday afternoon before Thanksgiving or something.
Well, this is more like Hobby Town on Hobby Lobby at Saturday afternoon kind of scenario.
Yeah, I don't do that either. So, but when it's later at night, yeah, I'll pull through because there's nobody in the parking lot.
But then you're just going, like you're just driving away, and the whole parking lot's empty. It's like driving through.
Exactly.
A barren wasteland.
It's like Twin Pines Mall or something.
There's no reason. The Libyans aren't going to be a problem.
Libyans aren't after us, yeah.
So, yes, exactly.
So,
okay. That's about all. That's all I got.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess we actually recorded the Caps game because we wanted to go see it, but then a friend of mine texted me and it popped up on the screen. So I already know what happened.
I didn't know. I didn't see it,
We're
so I didn't know.
And watch the rest of the Caps game.
Yay.
So, all right. So I'll see you next week.
Yeah. See you then. Right. Hopefully I have as much stuff as possible as like this week.
I know, right? That was a lot. Right.
Yes.
Bye.
Later.
No, you're supposed to say bye.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's try that again.
Again. Go ahead.
Bye.
Bye. Is that better?
Yes. Pern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, well, Pern and Dave and
Miracle Max.
If it works, it'll be a miracle. Have fun storming the castle and the good people at Quick Stop Groceries.
I assure you, we are open.
Shoe polish smelling motherfuckers. Till next time.